Hey guys, Beau here, and welcome back to Beau TV, and we're back with another Transformers Robots in Disguise episode review, and today it is Rumble in the Jungle, episode 9, and unfortunately, even to the title, Rumble does not appear in this episode, or in Robots in Disguise, from what I've heard. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad about that, but he might appear, maybe, who knows, please. Please. So, this episode is mainly focused on Strong Arm, Denny, and Fix-It. That is mainly it. Bumblebee is in there too, but... So, let's talk about what this episode's mainly about. This episode is mainly about Strong Arm's first solo mission, and Bumblebee is in the way because he is afraid that Strong Arm will, she basically is, they're new on planet Earth. Bumblebee has been on planet Earth before, and, Strong Arm needs to have some guidance, and Bumblebee is trying to, he doesn't want to be in, in front of her because, he knows this is her solo mission, so she's gonna be in the back just watching her from a distance, so that's, I find that very nice. I mean, I find that there's more character to the Autobots now than, this gang of random Autobots that come together. It's more of, hey, they actually, care for one another, and they actually are worried about one another, and such, so. And the best thing about this is that Strong Arm's, mood changes, like, very, very quickly. She goes from, like, hey, I'm all about the rules. We all have to keep, we all know about the rules, right? We've read the book, section 157 says you have to read these rules. She's all about the rules. She always is a rule person. She follows it to the book. She even has, she has a book on her hand. She's like, Regulation 657 suggests that you should not be reading this. Oh. So, it's very nice to know that she follows the rules. She's that person. Unfortunately, though, she kind of breaks some rules in this episode, and I'm very, very happy that she finally did it, and I'm happy that her mood changed, and honestly, it's a very, very big change, because here's what she mainly did. Like, she went from, oh man, Bumblebee, why? Why do you gotta be with me, dude? That's not right. And she also went from being the person, she went from person being to rules, to person that's in a mood, to person that breaks rules, to a reckless person. That's how many variations of Strong Arm there was in this episode. She went from it's like, oh, Bumblebee, don't be here. Then she went saying, hey, Bumblebee, I can do it by myself. Then she went from saying, hey, Bumblebee, let me lead the mission. And then she did it again. Oh, Bumblebee, please, I can do it. That's mainly what she did. She's the person that's been constantly saying, give me another chance. Give me another chance, please, 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 please. I'll go on record by saying that is not a song that anyone made by themselves. That is a song that I made by myself. So, any record players or record dealers that want to hear my songs, or that want to cut a deal with me, I'm right here. I mean, I'm free. I can squeeze some time. I got Saturday and Sundays off, so if you want to hear my songs, I'm around here. So anyway, back to the episode. The other thing that is in this episode is Denny and Fix-It, and it's about they're basically not getting along. They're like, I can do better than this. I know how to manage this. I know how to do that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hide this. Well, I found that. That kind of, they think they're better than one another, so they want to try to prove that they're better than one another by doing one another's job. And, they ultimately come back as friends, and, just like that. That's how pretty much that part handles. And then we get to the Decepticon, and the Decepticon this week is Springload. Springload is some form of Decepticon frog, and he is mainly on a mission. He's pulling an Indiana Jones. He's more like an archaeologist. He's looking for some form of, like a land of Energon, I think it is, or a whole mountain full of Energon, something like that. He's mainly looking for Energon, and he's on a mission to find it. And what happens? The Autobots eventually capture him, and ultimately he goes back to a cell. So that's pretty much how it works out. Very, very wasteful character in my opinion. He doesn't serve any purpose in this series. I mean, there's a few Decepticons in the series that you can argue that there also didn't serve any purpose. Like, for example, Bisk. He didn't serve any purpose at all. He was just to make the episode more interesting. I will go on record by saying Chop Shop, Chop Shop is going to be a character someday. He's going to be a more interesting character along the way. But so far, we've gotten like 3 interesting Decepticons. We've gotten Steeljaw, Thunderhoof, and Underbite. Those are the 3 most interesting Decepticons that we've gotten. Springload, in my opinion, is probably the most wasteful character that we've gotten. Bisque, well, it was interesting. He had a nice look to him. Springload, I think it was just useless. He had no purpose whatsoever. His whole purpose was to have a new Decepticon this week. That's his whole purpose. That was his whole purpose for this. And I find that kind of, I find that really kind of terrible. I don't like that at all. So, overall, this episode was good. I mean, it's a pretty generic episode. I mean, something happens between the Autobots. There's a new Decepticon. They ultimately capture it. They ultimately fix the problems, etc. So, that's pretty much it. I heard about the new episode. I want to see the new episode next week because, finally. I have been saying for so long that Pacific character, and I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this. That Pacific character, man, dude, I cannot wait, dude. Man, he's gonna be a great character. I'm not gonna spoil who it is, but he's gonna be. I can't wait to see him on the TV next week. So now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go play some smooth jazz. And I'm going to also go see Steeljaw and the others in the next following episodes. And Clamp Down.